Welcome guys to another online lecture video. Today we are going to talk about the reproductive isolation mechanisms. We have talked about the mating isolation mechanisms, that they are mechanisms that prevent the mating between two different species. Now, what of if mating happens to be possible between two different species? Now, what are some of the mechanisms that prevents the formation of a viable or a fertile offspring? Mating becomes possible already, which means the pre-mating isolation mechanisms, they have failed their responsibility. Now, here brings us to what we call the post-mating or post-zygotic reproductive isolations. Now, these are some of the mechanisms that prevents the formation of a viable and a fertile offspring whenever two different species comes in contact. Now, we shall look at these mechanisms one by one. The first mechanism is the gamete incompatibility. Now, if we know what gametes are, of course, they are the eggs and the sperm. If these gametes are incompatible to each other, the formation of an offspring becomes impossible, simply because immediately the sperm from the male enter the reproductive tract of the female. The fluid inside the reproductive tract of that female normally kills the sperm, simply because of the differences in their conditions. So the formation of an offspring becomes impossible. Gametes incompatibility. Let's look at the second factor, which is the hybrid inviability. As the name implies, hybrid inviability simply means the hybrid fails to survive to reproduce. Immediately the hybrids are formed, most of the times the hybrids, they are born dead, or they will just be born alive immediately and they will die. They don't grow matured. Hybrid inviability. This also occurs a lot. Now let's look at the third one, the hybrid infertility. Now the hybrid infertility is this: the hybrids, they manage to survive in this one, but they cannot produce any offspring by themselves, simply because during meiosis the chromosomes, they fail to pair correctly. So that causes these hybrids from not able to produce the eggs and the sperms. So we call it hybrid infertility. The hybrids cannot fertile. For example, of one of the hybrids is the no, that is the donkey and the horse. When they come together, what they produce is the mole. Now that mole, you will never see it mating with another donkey or horse to produce an offspring. Is simple because of what we call hybrid infertility. So thank you so much guys. I hope the video will help. Please share, subscribe and like the video.